What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're surviving in this heat. Flip, it is so freaking hot. It is so hot. The last couple times that I've been fishing, I have got to test out a couple new Lews Reels, namely the Lews Classic Pro and the Lews BB1 Pro. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a product review after using it for quite a bit, and I'm also going to be talking to you about some new stuff that StrikeKing has sent me. We got a package, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I think it's going to be a good one. Okay, starting off with this cap. StrikeKing sent me a cap. Shout out to StrikeKing. It's sick. I rate it. So yeah, thank you so much, Rudolph, Fish on Africa, and StrikeKing for sending me through a cap. I love caps, so I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to be wearing it. Okay, now onto the first reel. The Lews Classic Pro. Such a good looking reel. Really affordable as well. Let's go through some of these stats about the reel. Alright, so the Lews Classic Pro bait casting reel has 4+1 bearings, so 5, a gear ratio of 7.5 to 1, a mono capacity of 110 yards for 12 pounds, 110 yards for 50 pounds braid. It weighs 198 grams and it's got a drag strength of 15 pounds. This reel retails for about 1,900 rand, and honestly what you get for that price range is really impressive. I'm using it on this rod for a jerk bait, but I'm also using it on another rod for a weightless caffeine shad. It's a pretty versatile reel. The drag strength is pretty impressive, and I must say when you crank that drag down, it's strong. One thing that really blew my mind with this reel is its ability to cast ridiculously far. If you try this reel, I guarantee you, you will be impressed with how far it casts and how easy it is to set as well. The first time I used it was at Rudolph Dam in the wind. The wind was howling, and it was very easy for me to get dialed in the wind and still get proper distance with it. So yeah, I was really impressed with it. I've got no complaints with this reel. So yeah, this is the first Lews reel that I'm going to be reviewing. The second reel is the Lews BB1 Pro. Also a freaking beautiful reel. Look at that, kind of like bronzy kind of finish. It looks so good with braid. This is a more higher end reel. It's got a beautiful drag sound. That's love that drag sound. Let's go through some of the stats on the reel. The Lews BB1 Pro has 9+1 ball bearings, so 10 in total. It is available in the gear ratios 8.3 to 1, 6.2 to 1, and 7.5 to 1. This one is the 6.2 to 1. The mono capacity is 160 yards for 12 pounds, so it's got a really big spool. Braid capacity is 160 yards for 50 pounds. It weighs 190 grams, so it is slightly lighter than the Lews Classic Pro, and the drag strength is 20 pounds, so 5 pounds stronger than the Lews Classic Pro. Also got 5 more ball bearings. You can already see that this is a higher end reel. It retails for about 4,800 rand, so it is a little bit pricey, but if you can afford it, I definitely recommend it. Also casts phenomenally well. Really easy to set this reel as well. The drag sound is phenomenal. It is so smooth. Another really cool gadget that was built into this reel, quite well thought out, is there's a little tool over here on your spool tension knob. You can actually turn that onto what line you are using. Right now I've got it on 20-pound braid. That's what I'm using. But yeah, I thought that was really cool that you can just adjust that to whatever line you are using. I've really enjoyed using these new Lews reels. I'm definitely building up a collection already. Really have nothing bad to say, and again, they're just such good looking reels. Look at that. That BB1 Pro that I was just showing you now, again, it is a 6.2 to 1 ratio, so I'm using it for my chatterbait just so I can control the retrieve a little bit better. The 8.3 to 1 I would use for my punching stuff. Anything that when the fish bites I need to get out of that, I need to get it to the boat really quickly, I'd use that 8.2 to 1. The 7.5 to 1, you see that is like in the middle ground. My jerkbait rod is a 7.5 to 1. It's that Lews Classic Pro. Weightless caffeine shad is 7.5 to 1. So I use that. It's kind of like my middle ground where I can kind of fight the fish, but I don't want to waste too much time fighting the fish. It's the perfect middle ground. That's what I would use those reels for. Extremely strong reel. Tighten that drag up and it will lock, although you don't want to tighten it up all the way because you want to hear that drag sound. I guarantee you that'll make your knees weak. Moving on from the reels, diving into the package that I received this week from StrikeKing. The first thing I'm going to talk about are these ochos. I got one packet in June Bug, one packet in Watermelon Red. They are both 5-inch. These two colors are definitely the ones that I've had the most success on with the ochos. You guys have seen me catch on them at Lews Reels. I think it was the June Bug one that I was catching on at Lews Reels. In my opinion, they work the best weightless. Throw weightless where you can, guys. If you just tie it on and drop it next to the boat, okay, obviously the water needs to be a little bit clean, but just drop it next to the boat or in your pool and you'll see the little shimmy. It's very similar to the caffeine shad actually. The caffeine shad is that same shimmy. This is an iconic stick bait. It's so productive. 4 and 5-inch. Yeah, I guess it just depends on how finicky the fish are. If you want to do a little bit of a smaller profile bait, so you'll go for the 4-inch. If you're struggling with the smaller fish biting, then go up to the 5-inch. These two colors I've got so much confidence in. Something that I also think is worth mentioning on the ochos is they are also coffee scented, guys. With the caffeine shad, the caffeine swimming shad, it's kind of obvious because it's in the name. The ocho doesn't have anything mentioning caffeine in the name, but it is coffee scented and heavily salted. It's got a pretty quick fall rate, even rigged weightless. You can cast it proper fall weightless as well, especially with the Lews Reels. Especially with the Lews Reels. If you guys have not tried out these ochos, 4 or 5-inch, definitely grab yourself a packet. I guarantee you will be impressed. I've been actually waiting for these to get back in stock. As soon as they got back in stock, I just grabbed 4 packets. So yeah, those are the ochos that I've just received. Okay, next up is a bait that I have also been waiting quite a while to get back in stock. It is the 4-inch caffeine swimming shads. I got 2 packets in KVD Magic, and I also got a new color that has just come to South Africa now, Sexy Shad 2.0. Really interesting color. I'm really excited to throw that. I think it'll look great on a chatterbait, and I'll show you exactly which chatterbait in a minute. Let's take it out of the package so you guys can see. There is the KVD Magic color. This color has done super well for me at Lews Reels on drop shot, just the normal 4-inch caffeine shad. My theory behind this was we do quite well at Lews Reels as well on an underspin. Caffeine shad, coffee scent, underspin in this KVD Magic color. I thought, okay, no, come on. I mean, how could I pass that up? So there you go. It's coffee scented, heavily packed with salt. Looks like a caffeine shad, just got that little paddle tail on the back. Definitely going to throw this on an underspin, not only at Lews Reels, in a couple dams. Next time I'm out fishing, you'll probably see me using this on an underspin. This is the new color that I'm super excited about, Sexy Shad 2.0. If you haven't seen the crank in the Sexy Shad color, I'll put a photo up here. I got a hybrid hunter in that as well. Here's the photo of the hybrid hunter. This is a soft plastic with that coloration. How crazy is that? I've never seen something like this before, so as soon as I saw it, I thought, okay, swipe. Yeah, I'm really excited to throw this on a chatterbait. As mentioned before, I'll show you this chatterbait in a second, but how cool does that look? Caffeine Shad, Sexy Shad 2.0. Alright, last set of plastics in this package is the Baby Z2 in Arkansas. No, I'm kidding, Arkansas, in Arkansas, China. I unpackaged a packet of these a couple videos back. I think it was on the first StrikeKing video that I made. It's got the elastic technology. It's fantastic as a drop shot lure, guys. Like, unbelievably good on a drop shot lure. It's a buoyant plastic, elastic technology, so it's super durable. It's packed with salt. If I do that, I'm sure you guys can actually see the salt coming out of the bait. That color as a natural bait fish imitation is phenomenal, especially for clear water. This is definitely going to be used at Lews Reels, 110%. I'm really excited for this color. My first time actually trying these at Lews Reels, we caught a fish off a bed on it. That video is also up. I'll put a card or something for you guys so you guys can go and check that out. So I've got proof that they work at Lews Reels. I just am so excited for that color. Look at that. Okay, moving on to the hard baits category now. I got myself 2 Bitsy Bugs. These Bitsy Bugs are a finesse jig made by StrikeKing. I got one in black and then green pumpkin. I stuck with the darker colors on this because any fish that I've caught on a jig, it's always been the darker colors. I haven't had much success in anything bright like the chartreuses, the whites. Yeah, I went with my gut. I stuck with the dark ones. That's what I've had the most success on. Both of these are 1/4 ounce little Bitsy Bug mini jigs. I like throwing the little rage crawls on these. It's like the perfect size trailer for them. Their head shape allows you to throw them in relatively rocky areas. I don't really throw it around grass, maybe on the edge of grass lines. Will drop down fast and then just bounce it out, or very fine grass. I would say you could still use it there. One thing I noticed as well, especially at Makolo, you guys can go and fact check this on the video, my only video at Makolo. I threw this jig and I got it snagged so many times. Every time my dad dropped a little retriever down, we'd pop it out. So I got it stuck probably like 5 times in the day, and I didn't even lose it there. I lost it while bank bashing a little private dam. So yeah, also a pretty easy lure to retrieve. I really like these jigs. I would actually throw these jigs over a bigger jig, just because I've had a lot more success on these and some decent fish as well. So yeah, these are the StrikeKing Bitsy Bug mini jigs. Okay, remember just a couple seconds ago, I said I would throw this, a little swimming caffeine shad on a specific chatterbait. This is it. It is the brand new StrikeKing Tour Grade Tungsten Thunder Cricket. This is a 1/2 ounce white chartreuse with a gold blade chatterbait. Look at the packaging. The packaging is actually so premium. It's also really easy to recognize on the shelves. This big white packaging with the red font. I think it looks great. Really good job StrikeKing on your packaging for that. That looks phenomenal. Some of you guys might be thinking, StrikeKing already makes a normal lead Thunder Cricket. Why would they make a tungsten Thunder Cricket? Well, tungsten is a much more dense metal. So if I had to get, for example, 50 grams of lead in this hand and 50 grams of tungsten in this hand, the volume of lead would be a pile this big, and the volume of tungsten would just be a pile like this big. Just for example, just because it's a denser metal, you can achieve the same weight with a much smaller profile. That also being said, it is a harder metal, so when this blade knocks back and forth, it makes more of a high pitch, like tin sound, like a ding 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 ding. Where the lead, it kind of just sounds like a little knock, like a thump, you know. And sometimes that little difference will be what can trigger the bite. If you have a look over there, that 1/2 ounce tungsten head, that is actually very similar to the 1/4 ounce lead Thunder Cricket. Smaller head profile for the same weight is what you'll get with a tungsten head. There it is. Out of the packaging, something I just need to let you guys know as well, these hooks are ridiculously sharp. But yeah, look how good. Oh, look at that combo, guys. That is money. That'll work so well. And then listen to this clink. Can you hear? It's just a slightly higher pitch noise, like a ding 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 ding. That's some of the advantages with the tungsten head on the StrikeKing Thunder Crickets. 1000% I will throw this at Lost Corp. Everyone tells me that with the water being so clear, white chartreuse is not the color for Lost Corp. And maybe you're right, but just from personal experience, white chartreuse at Lost Corp is just, it just works for me, man. Fact check it, go and check the videos. But I do have another one that was on my BB1 Pro. It's the bluegill color, and that one's a lot more natural. Let me actually get it out quickly. There's the more natural color bluegill tungsten Thunder Cricket. This is a 1/4 ounce. Look how tiny that head is. That is so small. So yeah, those are the advantages of a tungsten head on the Thunder Crickets. Okay, and then last but not least, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know I'm not really a spinner guy, more of a chatterbait type of person. I caught a couple fish at Woodbank 3 weeks ago on that little mini king spinner from StrikeKing, but 90% of the time I would rather throw a chatterbait. So this bait was actually sent to me by StrikeKing to test out. This is also a new spinnerbait by StrikeKing, the Tour Grade spinnerbait. The color of this one is green glimmer, and it is a 1/2 ounce spinner. I actually prefer 1/2 ounce in a spinner because it just means that you can adjust it to fish where you want in the water column, just like lifting your rod tip up and increasing your retrieve speed. You can bring it up through the water column and kind of keep it at the level that you want. I'm really keen to try it out because this year I've been seeing some big fish come out on spinnerbaits, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's a nice natural color. I think with a paddle tail or something on. I think I might need to put a trailer hook. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a bit of research, but I'm really excited to get in the water and try this out. Thank you StrikeKing for sending me this. I really appreciate it. Okay guys, just to close things off, I want to say thank you again to StrikeKing, Fish on Africa, Rudolph Ventre, Baya Donkey. I've really enjoyed fishing with these StrikeKing lures. I've been catching some big fish, man. Oh, I'm not talking like 5 kilos, but I mean catching a 2.7 at Woodbank for me is like a 5 kilo. That's like unbelievable. Here's a tip for you guys. If you guys want to catch more fish, better fish consistently, caffeine shad. Weightless. I'm gonna end it off there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, doing this little unboxing with me. I hope I gave you the information that you wanted and needed to hear about all these products. I want to let you guys know that we still have merch for sale. Here's some photos of our merch. We got caps, we got beanies, we got hoodies, and there are their prices as well. So if you guys are interested, drop a comment below, and if you want to place an order, just message me on Instagram or Facebook. We'll get it couriered out to your nearest postnet for you to pick up. If you guys are interested in some Loons Bass and merch, just hit me up. And then yeah, stay tuned guys for next week. It's going to be a great video. The bass guys are going to be angry with me, the carp guys are going to be loving me. I'm going back to the Vaal River with a couple of friends. We're going to do a bank fishing mission on the Vaal River. I'm going to take my fly rod and see if we can get some yellows, and of course I'm going to take the good old papgooi and millipom. It's going to be great. Sweet guys, have a great week. I'll check you guys soon. Peace.